I remember when I was younger, in the past, before Connor traumatized me so much, I do remember actually going out of my way to try doing a lot of sports, really. But, so I wouldn't injure my body, so I could be physically fit in my realm of my body, and try not hurt myself. There's only two that I did really good at, and prevent myself from not getting injured anymore in my life. And that was soccer and swimming. All the sports that I tried to do and try not to freak out on myself was volleyball, basketball, soccer, rollerblading, swimming, acrobatics, of all things in the world. There's only one of the things that I could do because I was afraid of doing the others and falling on my butt because how much of a dumb klutz I am. There's only one of them I felt doing safely. And at one point, I did ride a horse when I was younger, bareback, of all things, because they just finished taming the horse and they didn't even have a saddle for it or anything. And so when I was 9, I was completely riding the horse bareback, and it let me ride it all the way once or twice around. And I remember everybody was looking at me very surprised. Bless my bloody heart. So anyways, and I also did, archery at one point in my life, and, a bunch of other stuff over the years, sport-wise, but swimming were the only things I could do the best at, because I actually remember when I was younger, the YMCA area, or whatever, life unnecessarily, and women and men were even going more out of their way to injure me in every single way possible, from the waist down. I did do a lot of soccer events when I was younger, between 5th to 6th grade, and 7th grade during the summer. And because I was always the goalie, or one of the defense positions at the time, I was literally going out of my way as the goalie to tell the members where they needed to be, where they needed to go at certain times. I was literally concerned that they wouldn't be able to get the ball in time. That's the same thing that I did in 8th grade, because I was paying attention to everything that was in front of me. I really was. Because as a goalie, you not only have to make sure that you're catching the ball, but you also have to make sure that the ball doesn't slip by another player. Because if it slips by another player so bad, then when the person hits it, strikes it at the goalie, it's very hard to catch depending on where they're kicking it and how they're kicking it. It really is. By the time I was in 7th or 8th grade, a lot of women, because I was doing soccer in 7th or 8th grade with the Hispanic team, just practicing. Most of them were Hispanics, and whatever. And whatnot. And so I literally had to pay attention, because most of the women were Hispanics and white girls and whatever mixture. I didn't see any black Americans in the team. And Hispanics are very swift on their feet when they play soccer, so I had to really pay attention to everything. Really bad. Because I played soccer with Hispanic church friends before, so I know how they play soccer. So I really had to pay attention to everything, bless my heart. And because I was always the goalie and and paying attention to everything so I wouldn't hurt myself, my body anymore than I needed to, I was going out of the way to tell the Hispanics on the team how they needed to pass the ball to each other, because if they didn't, because the other team had like over half Hispanics, it's like, oh my word, we're going to lose at this rate if I don't say something. I tried defense positions, I really did, but because I was so sore and all over my body, I was failing at it so bad. Oh gosh, I literally tried to show them that I would suck at it because of how bad I was injured in my body at the time. I went out of my way to show them. I did. And they stopped whining after that I was good at goalie position. So, whatever. I used to do positions other than goalie when I was younger, but since I have so many injuries now, it's hard to do that on my own. When I was younger, I was actually doing every position out there, but since I'm gotten so injured in my life, all I could do myself would be the goalie position at all if I even did it again in my life. I also used to do football in my life, bless my heart. Usually I'd throw it to the guys and they'd kick it to the guys and they'd wonder how the heck was I kicking the ball this far out. It was truly a funny experience. The only two sports that I ever did well enough to not hurt my body any was basketball and soccer, besides swimming. Literally, I tried every sport out there imaginable. I really did. Except for ice skating, I think. Except for ice skating, I'm really afraid of falling on my butt and ice of all things. Oh, jeez. And I wasn't bad at doing basketball, actually, surprisingly, because I'd done it for a while. I was in 8th grade or 7th grade or something at one point in my life. And whatever, from what I can remember, before all this other bullshit was traumatizing me and injuring me in my life in so many places. I did basketball for a long time, and at one point, we got so in sync that we were actually winning battles in basketball of all things. At first, when I was doing basketball, I honestly was nervous as heck and didn't think it would actually work for the life of me. And when people on the team started picking on me about how I played, I just decided to stop playing. I was tired of being picked on. I was tired of feeling like shit from other people. I don't need to play a sport with a team if I'm just going to feel like shit all the freaking time. I really don't. It's not how you sync with the team. You don't. If you really want teamwork, you need to find a team that can actually work with you and not give you bullshit. I learned that the hard way. So bad. I really did learn that the hard way. There was only one team at all when I was doing soccer that actually was nice to me, and half of the team was boys. And I mean that seriously. Anywho. I think I even have a picture of it somewhere in the YMCA gym. That's how you know I've done soccer before. About half of the team was boys. I think there was only 3 to 4 girls in the whole team all together. We were all wearing blue shirts with white letters on them. but still. Texas traumatized me too much to go there worth crap. Unfortunately. Why am I shooting the damn wrong direction for, of all the bloody shits in the world? I swear, I don't know why at all, but every time I went down there, I totally forgot what I'd done there at all in my life. Because of all the negative crap I've gone through and all the brink of death experiences I've gone through there. I don't even remember at all what me and Zach talked about over the years. I just remember every time I did these weird sport events and these games and whatever, at one point in my life, he was always around me. It was weird. Because I did this. I even did this one practicing gym dance / thing in the same YMCA area so I could gain more energy in my body. Really did. I'm just like, it's nuts how I've been treated over the years unnecessarily so bad. The whole reason why I did that Clan Dance class in the first place, I was trying to figure out how to exercise my body and not hurt myself anymore. I was really tired of because of my abnormal strength. I really was. Oh, shit. I swear, by the time I was in 8th grade, I was struggling so bad to do sports at all. Because of all the IVs and shots and stuff and whatever. People messing up my arms over the ages. And people grabbing my arms and my wrists too hard over the ages. It just hurts for people to be touching me at all. It really does. And whatever. So I try to make sure and be careful when people touch me, especially my dogs. If they even touch me a little, bless my heart, I'm at risk of tripping on my poor soul. That's how bad it is now. I don't appreciate it, because if it is possible for me to do sports ever again, I would like to do sports again. I really would. Oh, shit. Especially soccer, because I have a lot of respect for soccer. I really do. And at Sam's, I would always watch soccer on TV because that's how much respect I have for it. It's like the only sport I watch on TV at all. If I watch anything. I know if I ever did it as a sport, it would literally be the only sport I could do in my life. As a professional sport. And maybe basketball. I've seriously tried every single sport imaginable on this earth. Except for ice skating and whatever else. I didn't fully get to try acrobatic stuff at all because I was like literally afraid of me falling on my bloody poor butt. And I believe Susanna, of all the shits in the world, was teasing me when I was afraid for my life of falling on my butt on this shit. And it's like, okay, I'm just gonna go sit over here and ignore you because you're sounding like a little bitch. Really, she sounded like a little bitch. And I think it was 9 or 10 at the time, bless my heart. And I went out of the way to ignore her because she did sound like a little bitch. There was like tons of sports stuff that I tried doing in weird building at all in Colonized ISD alone. Cause I was trying to strengthen my body up as much as possible on my own. Cause I was tired of hurting my poor self. In so many places. I really did. Oh. Ugh. Anyways. Oh my goodness. Somebody needs to do something here. I guess Spearman needs to go down the middle and I need to take the right side. This is pathetic. I spent at least 12 years of my life on World of Warcraft. And then 14 years of my life on RuneScape. About 16 years of my life on Suikoden. I played a bunch of RPG games. I started playing Star Ocean when I was like 11 or 12. I started playing Final Fantasy when I was like 13. Oh my word. Pathetic. Anyways, so I have played a lot of RPG games. Because my family most of the time was going out of my way to piss me off every day. I knew it would backfire on my body in any way if I had done crap to them, because it did end up backfiring on me in so many places in my life. Unfortunately and thankfully, one of them was a misunderstanding. I didn't hurt myself at all. My hair was long at the time, and my dad had tripped over something in front, behind me in the Glenwood household, and I'm just like, oh my word. He had grabbed my hair, bless my heart, and it hurt so bad. I grabbed his right wrist and grabbed his arm and then pulled him back and pushed him to the ground because it was like hurting the shit out of my neck. It really was hurting the shit out of my neck. The only reason why I did that, or saved my life in the future eons, is because my dad told me something very special and important to me in my life. With all the bull crap I was going through in school, in 8th grade alone. He told me, as I was driving in the car, going home, that if a man ever touches me like this again, or hurts me like this again, I have the right to defend myself. I really do. And I didn't learn that the hard way. I learned that the hard way after I left 9th grade. So, yeah. So no, I'm not racist. So bad. The hard way. Unfortunately. Anywho. Oh my word. I guess I'm gonna stay near the HQ while you guys hack at each other. This is pathetic. Anyways. Healer, run away from him. Oh, shit. Mage, go knock out that spearman, please. This is dumb. I'm trying to keep the HQ protected so it doesn't get knocked out. Y'all need to work together on your opponents. If you're at halfway HP, you need to retreat away from your opponent. Simple as that. Oh shit, she blasted me. Garbage. I swear, I'm pretty sure by now I'm the one with the most deaths. So for sure of that. I played Pokemon TCG and Pokemon video games ever since I was 4 and 8 years old. I was starting to do a collection on Cardfight Vanguard and Weiss Schwarz because ever since I was 14, I've really wanted to find other TCG games to play professionally. When I first started watching Cardfight Vanguard, I was truly impressed. I was impressed with Aichi Sendo and Chrono. Their characteristics are really similar to what I've gone through in my life, bullying-wise. Whatever. And their characters and the clans that they played truly inspired me because literally I'm afraid of glass walls now because I could have died literally making a 14 to 15 foot drop, unfortunately, from Conroe, Texas area. That's why it terrifies me to go back to Texas at all. I can't go back there whether I like it or not. It's ruined me emotionally, mentally, and physically. I don't remember any of the good things that I did there at all. Personally, around him most of the time because I only saw him mostly at school. It's really usually the only time I saw him anywhere when I was older. Oh, shit squads. And because, because Texas traumatized me so much, I don't even remember what me and Zach talked about over the years. I don't. I just remember we were able to ask each other questions with ease, like real ease. As odd as that is. Xena, quiet down! I swear, the only reason I got a bulging disc on my butt because half the time I was around Zach, trying to learn anything at all in my life, half the time I was falling on my butt due to rollerblading. Bless my bloody heart. I think I fell on my butt 13 times due to rollerblading. Oh, bless my poor body. Oh, garbage. Anyways. Because, like, seriously, I accidentally went stronger than I meant to with my sister. Because she was pinching my right arm out of the shit worlds and it hurt like heck. And because she stood up arguing with me, like literally pushing, standing up and pushing me, arguing with me, she pinched me at the same time. I turned her around. I got so mad at her uncontrollably because she pinched my right arm. I pushed her so bad. She ended up falling, like flying and falling to the master bedroom. Bless my bloody heart. And my elbows down were like bruised or hurting for like a full 30 minutes to an hour. And I mean that seriously. It hurt like heck. Like, and what happened to me on Christmas, like before Christmas Day last year, I seriously need to start learning how to use a punching bag before some other man or female starts pissing the shit out of me unnecessarily. And I mean that literally, unfortunately. I've wanted to do boxing lessons for years now and haven't had the money because some little jerkhead when I was younger pissed me off so bad when I was younger. How he was teasing me, I was avoiding the urge not to punch him in the face so bad. Because he was laughing at me and teasing me at the same time because I was reading a manga of all the bloody shits in the world. I mean, I have a right to laugh at whatever heck I want to. What's your problem? Really? Think of the time of watching Antonia's story the third or fourth time in my life. I've read the Anatolia story like 4 to 5 times in my life. Really good storyline. Really is. And I swear, humans have done everything imaginable and possible, unfortunately, to injure me from the waist down. It's pathetic. And on my arms. It's hard for me to get around some days. If I walk more than 15 to 30 minutes a day, I start limping on my right leg. It's bad. It really is. I swear my left side is stronger than my right. Bless my heart. My whole right side of my body is on flames right now, and so like I have to be careful wherever I walk now. Period. I actually had an Hispanic family that showed me how tamales work back in the day. Unfortunately, I can't have them anymore. Bless my bloody heart. But I spent time with them a lot, and I think they had 3 daughters and 1 son. And my family spent a lot of time with them, just talking to each other. And that's how my mom was able to learn Spanish in the first place at all. Really, at all. And I could kind of understand a little bit what they were talking to each other about, but eventually got confused. It got confusing, and then it started repeating it over and over, and they kept on going a little bit fast, and I could catch up on. And like, oh, well, now they're talking. Where's that even now? Oh, like, I really have done everything possible to try to learn Spanish. Oh, Lord! They really want to tear me down. They really want to tear me down out there. Holy shoot! Holy cow! Anywho. Weird. Ugh. Oh my flipping word. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Ugh. Swear, I'm like struggling with this battle. It's pathetic. I just keep on swirling around just to make sure I don't get knocked out. So bad. Oh, anyways, that's how hard they're trying to knock me out. Anywho. Quiet, Butt. What are you barking at? Oh, I guess I gotta go check that out. Move over, Zeus. Usually when somebody's barking like this, it's not a good sign. Oh, shit. What is that? There's two people that have been stalking our place recently. No, three cars stalking our place. I don't need somebody trying to hurt our animals. Oh my word. Oh my gosh. Anyways. Dad, I really need you to go somewhere else, please. What? I need you to go somewhere else. So? Please go to the room. I'll go when I'm ready. You're not in charge of the house. I didn't say I was, but there's a reason why I need you to leave the room. So whatever. Oh my gosh, I swear every time I move or twitch my foot, my right foot, it hurts. Holy crap. Whatever. I'm not trying to pay attention. It's like literally, I had to put gloves on at one point when I was in soccer. The Hispanic girls specifically were kicking at me so hard, trying to vent out their frustrations. I was like, ow! God! The only reason why I had to wear gloves because the Hispanic girls were kicking so hard. Oh, garbage! All the things in the world. Their kicks really pack punch. So bad. Anyways. I swear. Girls, white girls, and like have half the amount of power Mexican girls did. And black Americans have like 70% kicking power. Mexican girls have more kicking power than other girls. I'm like, can't figure out what the life of me wrong. Really can't. Anyways. It hurts when they kick it. It really does. I know. I mean, white men don't even have as much kicking power as Mexican girls. They really don't. I know from personal experience. Bless my heart. And black men and black uh, Mexican men are the only ones that have the same amount of kicking power as Mexican girls. I'm serious. It hurts when they kick the ball to me. Oh my word. I swear, when I did that one soccer team when I was a kid, 3 of them were black Americans, 3 of them were white Americans, and then there was one white girl and one other girl, and then one of them was a Mexican boy. Yeah, I learned from personal experience in so many ways. And oddly enough, I was always the goalie. Most of the time. Oh my word. Anyways. Shit squads. Anyways. And it was a really bad idea for me to kick the ball at all after like 8th grade with all the injuries I was getting because from other people. Because like literally when I kicked the ball it hurt my bloody foot. That it was my foot was vibrating, bless my heart. I literally tried to play soccer, but with all the injuries I've had in my life, the only thing I could do is goalie now. If I did anything at all. That's how much I've been injured in my life. Oh my word, I think he's a level higher than me. And for some reason, when people do basketball, Mexicans do not have a strong factor with basketball. It's mostly the white girls that are having the most strength in basketball, and then next is black Americans. They have the next most strength in it. Mexican girls don't have much strength for basketball. They just don't, unless they practice hard at it. I'm serious. I know a lot from personal experience. I've done all the sports imaginable except for ice skating. I was really afraid of falling. Oh, God. Oh, my word. Um, Mexicans and white girls do better at volleyball. I don't know how or why, but they do very good at volleyball. It's all a very weird experience, all these sports coming back to my brain. It really is. It really is so weird. I've literally tried almost every sport imaginable in this world. I wasn't afraid of falling on my butt. Oh goodness. So, whatever. Ugh. Oh. At one point, I got so bored and tired of people complaining to me of how I was playing in the scene, and I just kept a racket and these weird rubber ball things that I had at the time, and I just kept on repeatedly hacking it at the wall so I could strengthen my arms. That's all I did. Because I'm remembering all these things I've done in my life. And the only reason why it never worked is because it seems the people on the teams were complaining that I was giving them advice on how to play the sport. I'm just like, this is pathetic. Truly pathetic. The only one soccer team I did really well in was a mixture of women and men. I mean that seriously. That's why I'm laughing, because it's retarded. It really is retarded. I'm not gonna work with the team if they're gonna bitch me out for giving them advice. That's for sure. So whatever. Oh my word. Oh gosh. Like, I've done every sport imaginable on this earth, and the only ones I was afraid of falling on my butt on, bless my heart, was acrobatic stuff and rollerblading and ice skating. I fell on my butt at least 15 times. I fell on my butt at least 15 times just trying to learn rollerblading of all things in the world. Really pathetic and funny at the same time. Oh my word. Ugh. Anywho. Ugh. She's not one level higher than me. Oh my word. Somebody needs to help me with this fighter character. So bad. Oh, goodness. Mm! 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 I swear, that character is so hard to knock out. He knows how to play his character. Did we knock him out this time? I sure hope we did. Word. Whatever. At least we won. That's something. Ugh. Oh, I'm the only one with bronze. Bless my bloody heart. Like I care. Anyways. By the time I left ninth grade, out of all the injuries I had in my poor life, I had to learn how to pace myself the hard way. Really did. Because of all the injuries I had from my waist down, I was overdosed on medication for a year and a half in school. I literally could not walk anywhere for 5 months. My family had to help carry me around to get anywhere at all. And K 12 had eventually kicked me out of the program. It's like, okay, this is pathetic. I need to find different ways to help take care of my own soul. And so I had felt prompted after I could walk on my own safely to the library after trying and trying. Oh, bless my poor soul. I had walked to the library, and the first day I got there, as soon as I got to the stairs, my knees down refused to work for me. They did. And I had prayed, Heavenly Father, if there was any miracle at all, for me to be able to stand on my own 2 feet again, that I needed to want to stand on my own 2 feet again. And he prompted me that I just need to start crawling up the stairs. Ignore everybody, start crawling up the stairs. So that's what I did for about a week to 2 weeks. And I guess everybody there was polite and ignored me because they saw how much difficulty I was having walking. And whatever. And so when whatever we had done in there, because Susanna and the people around him traumatized me so much, mostly physically and mentally, it was really awkward to be around Zach and his dad after talking to his mom. When I first walked in there, I literally thought it wasn't her. I didn't even recognize her. Didn't at all. And I was looking up a book by Nora Roberts on the shelves. Didn't find what I was looking for, obviously. Because she started asking me what the book was about, and I explained the book to her. And for some reason, she all of a sudden said, "I'm sorry." I'm like, wait, what? And then I started explaining to her chapter Matthew 5. I already understood the full chapter by then. And, several times. And then, after I talked to her, she was a lot more nice. And then after that, I talked to his dad, but for accident, really, but for accident, going out of my way to not talk to him. And awkward as it was, he sat beside me and started talking to me and like asking me why I was having such difficulty walking. And I just honestly told him. The medication was causing me to be physically and mentally ill from my neck down. So after that, he asked me like because my brain was so muddle headed on the medication still. When he asked me that question, it took me like a total of 5 minutes, bless my heart, just to give him an answer. And when I was in um, wow, your Spanish is confusing the crap out of me. Anyways, so like, unfortunately, it took me a very, very long while to give him an answer because the bloody heck my brain was failing at the time. Bless my heart. And as soon as I see the elevator, about a month after they built an elevator, it was a pure blessing for me because they went out of their way to use it to avoid all the women that he's been around and men that he's been around in his life. He's done everything imaginable to try and destroy my own life. And I mean that seriously. Every time they did art and book events and they were around, I was so suffocated inside my chest area I just avoided them. I didn't go anywhere near them. There's this one day. There is one day, bless my heart and soul, I saw their husbands everywhere on the first floor and everywhere on the second floor. I'm like, no, I'm not staying here. I'm leaving. You scared the shit out of me. I was emotionally upset about it. I was crying on the inside. And then, whatever. And there were some days I was even on my way to avoid him at the library because he's always around these men and women who like ruined my life in every way imaginable. Every way possible and imaginable during the summer. That's why I'm also irritated and in love with him at the same time. He doesn't realize, or should realize, but now, of all the bloody things in the world, how badly these women and men around him have done everything possible to injure me. So freaking bad. That's why I'm irritated at him. So bad. He doesn't realize he could have defended up for me sooner than this, plus his heart and soul. So I wouldn't have gotten injured in the first place if he really loved me then. I swear, one of his friends, Patrick, when I was in fourth grade, threw a rubber ball at me. It hurt like shit. On my back, of all things in the bloody world. It hurt. And the weirdest thing was he was looking at me with weird looking eyes. I'm like, are you kidding me? You're just standing there not doing anything? Really? It was pathetic. I literally, seriously, the only reason why I avoided punching people back then or kicking people is 'cause I knew it would backfire on me so flippin' bad. Ugh. There was like three white men and one Mexican man that hit on me so bad in 8th and ninth grade alone. I was avoiding the urge to not punch them in the face. I had to use my verbal words. I usually had to use verbal words to get anything across to these assholes that were teasing me all the time. And sexual harassing me and whatever else. And after ninth grade, I got tired of it. I was losing my bloody fucking mind. I know I'm not racist. Really do. For more reasons than one, unfortunately. I've gone through every single evil in this world. It's pathetic. Just for defending other women. It's stupid. It really is stupid. And the reason why I'm so afraid of glass walls now, so bad. When I was in ninth grade, my brain was so muddle headed. Bless my heart, I was walking up the stairs, up the cafeteria stairs, not paying attention to what I was doing because my brain was so muddle headed. There was a dog fight between two white Americans starting up in front of the principal's office. Miss Umbrella started coming out because I was so close to the glass walls. She grabbed me by the pants and was like looking over in the right me like, oh, man! I got a heart attack! Thankfully, the principal, whoever it was, able to break up the fight. The man was right beside me, so close to me. I couldn't be punching against his jaw and killing myself in the shock. It was scary. Very scary. It really was. I don't like being around glass walls anymore. It scares the shit out of me. That whole event right there alone scared the shit out of me for my life. I left school after that because I was really afraid for my own life. And so Zach really does love me enough with whatever he's done to help me feel safe with myself. He just needs to come up here and meet me when he's ready because I know I'm not marrying anybody else. I'm just not. I wanted to date him for 2 or 3 years of my life. And the only reason why I forgot that, bless myself, is because I still needed to take care of me and my family. And because of how the LDS Church up here is treating me for the past few years so bad, and the men and women that weren't in the church around me that were treating me like shit and threatening to hurt my family, I was kind of losing my sanity with the world. I really was. And like trying not to lose my mind, I thought I was going lesbian for a while. I couldn't remember who it was that I loved in my life. My fibromyalgia, my memory's been that bad. It's pathetic. Oh my word. I'm garbage. Whatever. Like the only things over the years I was able to express my love for him in the first place without people thinking I was nutso was my little poetry page and my YouTube channel. That's it. It's truly pathetic. It really is pathetic. Ugh. The little dreams that I had in my life are all surprising about me leading towards my future dreams in my life. There was one night when I fell asleep and I was looking at the horizon on a balcony and I was at peace with myself and felt accomplished in my life because I finally had career jobs in my life. I did. I was smiling out, looking at the horizon with my hair fully grown out. When I first met Zach at all, my hair was completely grown out and it was in a ponytail. I only retreat towards the middle, guys. In the HQ. Mm. Oh gosh, we're still gonna lose at this rate. We keep on dying like this.
Oh my word, the Archer. Oh shit. They're gonna lose. The Archer's doing way too much damage. Good God. Whatever. Mm, down to the points. Yeah. Hmm. These are really crazy. It's the reason why I respect Japanese schools so much. There was nobody, male nor female, go for as much bullying bullshit I have ever. Bunch of bullshit. How many injuries I have in my body now? I mean that literally. When I was 9 to 10 years old or 12 years old, I already had so many injuries. I had to use tennis balls to get strength in my legs and my arms. Anyways, so whatever. I'm having a lot more positive memories now than I had in Tacoma, Texas, but it hurts me too much to go to Tacoma, Texas by myself. Guys, I've been hurt too many places there. I may go there to face my fears a little while, but I don't think I'm ever going to permanently live there ever again. It'll be years before I'll be able to do that. I'm gonna right with someone beside me. It'll be years before I'll be able to do that. And I mean that honestly. Utah. I visit my friends for a little because it's my mom's friends. I need to help us thing. I need help with profit. I do. My father's told me so. And so I just need to be patient, I guess. Do my best to try and feel better about myself until I see the profit. The only reason why I have so many because helping other people and people injured me in the process of defending these people. I chose to do the right thing instead of being a jerk and not defending up for people. My whole family has been taught to defend the right, not and because I stood up for what was right most of the times in school, even though I was the main target all the time. I got injured a lot in school because my nervous system has been weak ever since I was born into this world. And my normal strength has been really bad, so it's really not a good combination for my body at all. And that's why I had the risk of hurting my body a couple of times. Sometimes I wasn't realizing how strongly I was pressuring my feet on the ground that I literally hurt my ankles some days. Really, really bad. My feet would vibrate for a while in pain. Anyway, only that 10 like interests I had in my life. Here's it is, all white Americans. And most of them were taller than me. And every single time they showed absolutely no interest in me. I've literally gone, oh my God. They're trying to do a good job and knock me out. Now that I got all my memories back, I didn't embarrassing. You said it. It really is, unfortunately. I haven't even once heard him tell me I love you at all in my life. At least from what I can remember, anyways. All I remember is the time we spent with each other before things got worse in high school. Right, 15 years old. Me and him would spend a lot of time together, talking to each other at the YMCA and circle. I'd see him some days at the park when my family is visiting each other things at the park, and I was so bored. I'm just like, he's here. I'll just talk. It was odd how often I saw him at the YMCA in the park alone so many times. I even saw him a lot as a kid in the swimming area. And when I was younger, I used to do diving really well. Really did. It wasn't until I like started having difficulty with my eyes and stuff and whatever with the diving part that I had to be more careful and not do that part because if I dived in the water too hard, it really hurt my body, especially with no goggles on. There was one time when when I dove in the water one day with no goggles on and whatever. It literally hurt my eyes and a couple of parts of my body. I said, this is such a bad experience. I don't know why it hurt so bad, but it just did. So I did everything imaginable in swimming, sport wise. I have. I just don't remember it anymore that very well anymore because how many injuries I've had in my life over the years. I remember when my sisters, when I was in college with my sisters for a while, there was a sport area there. I'd go out on the way and just do sport stuff while trying to exercise my body while they were in college. I tried to exercise my body by myself, but I guess I forgot that over the years, my father wanted me to take care of myself and my family first, how much injuries I had in my life, and me having issues in my life, obviously, and my family having issues. He wanted me to do what he had asked me before I even worried about my own future. So, anyways, and he knows that my family means a lot to me. He does. You know that.